Alrighty guys, hope you are well today. In this episode, we're going to be talking about training specificity. And what I mean by that is it more beneficial to develop a broad base of strength or to develop a very specific base of strength? We do see quite a contrast in a number of different arm wrestlers all over the planet who take varying approaches. People like, of course, Denis Saplenkov, somebody who is massively strong in a general sense. He is a bicep record holder. He loves to train all parts of his body. He is clearly strong in all capacities. Then we have people, more so the technicians of the sport, obviously people like Devon Larratt, who train very much the specific movements, try to mimic many arm wrestling positions in the way they train. You would go as far as hearing that Devon Larratt can't bench press 100 kilos. I don't believe it, but he obviously doesn't bench actively anyway. But training specificity, let's talk about, say, the static hold. We see a lot of arm wrestlers, we see a lot of people doing table curls, we see a lot of people doing static holds, myself included. I train the static hold, and I only train that top sort of 45 degrees within the arm. A lot of people will talk about the debate on saying on the static hold, for instance, it's a lot better to open the arm all the way up and train the full range of motion. Here's my thoughts on it, and here's my conclusions anyway. I think that there is more potential overall strength when you train the entire movement. I'm not going to deny that training the full range of a movement is going to result in tremendous power in an overall sense, giving you a great base strength to work from. I've met many arm wrestlers, or many non-arm wrestlers in fact, that are incredibly strong, bench pressers, strongman, all that sort of stuff. And when you grip up with them on the table, you can genuinely feel their power and their potential. But given that we've only got a certain amount of time on this planet and a certain amount of hours in every day that we can dedicate to our pursuits, if your pursuit is the sport of arm wrestling, for me, I am a firm believer that the most efficient way to get to the highest possible level that you can within your own potential is to train with specificity. So what I mean by that is to take the approach of only strengthen the angles, only strengthen the ranges that you will find yourself in an arm wrestle. There is, to me, no point in training an angle and becoming strong outside of specific arm wrestling movements. Of course, what I will add to that is that it is always important to create balance in your body. It is always important to avoid injury. So there are circumstances where training a full rep range or a antagonist or agonist, whatever the word might be, is important to make sure that you prevent injury. But when it comes to getting as strong as you physically possibly can for the purpose of arm wrestling, I believe that specificity is the way to go. Have there been people who have made it using the other approach? Most certainly have. So I am not going to say that it is the only way. I just think it is my opinion on what would be the best way. I am someone who has the personal goal of becoming a world champion arm wrestler, and I believe that my best chance of doing that is maximizing the time that I spend in strengthening specific arm wrestling movements. Anyway, that's it. I do like to get into the odd debate with this one on people online. I've had many people look at the way I static curl and they've said, nah, you should be doing full ranges. You shouldn't bother with that nonsense. But it has served me well to this point, and I will continue to do it until it feels like it's not working anymore and they'll do something else. But anyway, specificity, I believe in it. I would love to know if you do as well. And that wraps up this one. See you guys.